Good morning and welcome to another Craft Scraps video. So I know it has been the hottest, hot minute since I've uploaded a video. But life has just gotten crazy with my work's busy season and wedding planning and just a bunch of stuff. So I've taken a short break, but I am back and I'm trying to get into a consistent work schedule. So we'll see, or work/YouTube schedule. So we'll see how that goes. So I thought to kick off, it would be so perfect to do something with my bullet journal because that's something that I've just recently started doing. Auntie Tays sent me the bullet journal that she currently offers on her website. I don't know if she still offers it on her website. I think she does, but anyways, if you have any other kind of bullet journal, that would work too. That's just what I've been using. And so this is like my first stab at bullet journaling. So I thought it would be a kind of a perfect kickoff to work on my March spread, as they call it. Again, not a bullet journal expert by any means, not even like a beginner. I'm like brand new to this. So I just want to show you how I am going to do my monthly March spread using Auntie Tays stencil. So on her website, if you're a member, there's all this fun planner stuff. She has all these printables. There's just like tons of fun stuff. But what I want to use is the planner stencils. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to click and then download it to your computer. I already have it downloaded, so I'm already a step ahead. But if you don't have this downloaded, just hit download and then it'll go onto your computer. So now we are going to go to Design Space with our Cricut. It's been a hot minute since I've been on my computer. So anyways, so just like normal, you're going to go to create a new canvas like we normally would. And so now we're going to go to upload. And so if you haven't already uploaded this into Design Space, you're just going to click upload image, browse, and then find wherever your computer puts your stuff. But as you can see, I have already uploaded these. So I'm going to click insert image. All right, so now you can see we have all of these different options to use for our monthly spread. And of course, if you have stencils from anywhere else, that's fine too, but this is just what I'm going to be using. So I want to ungroup this because we just want to pick one of these. And I think I want to use this guy so I can get rid of all of these. And so now I'm just going to measure my bullet journal so we can see what size we need to make this. All right, so I got my Bujo bag. So Auntie Tay was so sweet and she sent this to me, and then I put some HTV on it. And I think this quote is just the most relatable thing ever. So pull out my bullet journal that I've decorated. And so this is the stencil I used last time. So I'm just going to go, so this is like my February spread that I did. And honestly, like I'm still trying to get into the habit of doing, trying to get into my bullet journal like at least once a day, but it gets challenging. So I'm just going to measure this. So it's about a little less than 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So just because 8 1/4, 5 1/2. So now I'm going to come over here. And now I'm going to just size this appropriately. So it is 5.5, we said. And you can see it already has like a little border around it. By 8. So this is 8. All right, we're just gonna do like 8. That's like a hair less than 8.25. All right, so now that we have this sized, that is basically all we have to do here. So I'm gonna come over here to make it, which, there we go, now you can see. Come over here to make it. Turn on my machine. And so you can see this is ready to cut. So we can go, I just really messed up the screen recording. Hit continue. So it's gonna find our machine. Okay, and so while it's finding our machine, oh, well it has, but I'm gonna be using this black, this is like super thick cardstock. So a couple of things that I learned when I was doing this one. Well, one, if you want to make this super duper sturdy, you can make 2 and then like paste them together so it's a little more solid. I would do that. I just do not have a freaking glue stick anywhere, and it's fine. So I'm using this heavier cardstock. I want to say this is probably like 110 pounds or so cardstock. So it's pretty durable. So that being said, I'm gonna need to pick a super duper heavy cut setting. So heavy cardstock, honestly, I don't even think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna do glitter cardstock, and I'm gonna do more pressure. That way, with the glitter cardstock setting, it will double cut. All right, so now our machine's ready to go. So I'll switch you guys over to the camera for good now, and we can get into this. All right, so now that we have everything ready to go, I'm just gonna put this cardstock on my mat. And I've been using this guy. This is like not new invention. This one is so old. This is something my dad gave me. He just like, every time I go to my parents' house, they send me home with like a million tools that sometimes I need and sometimes I don't. Oh, bless my dad's heart. He's the best. I literally have I have like so many tools that he's just like given me. So this is just like a little roller guy. And I know Cricut has their own version of this too, but like this is super vintage. Like super. I wonder if I could find a year on here. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so then I'm going to finish it off with my scraper. And I always get questions. People are like, what is that blue thing? Where did you get it? You guys, this was Joe's, my fiance, Joe, because he is an arts major, so he had to get a bunch of art stuff. And I just stole this from him. So honestly, I don't know where he got it from. So I'm going to load my mat. Should I use the deep cut blade? I think I'm going to. So, side note, I'm going to use my deep cut blade for this because I want to make sure it really cuts through, and I don't know when the last time I changed my regular blade, so I'm just going to load my mat like normal. You guys, it feels so good to be doing videos again. Can I just tell you that? It feels great. I've been staring at my craft corner for like the last, honestly, like 3 months, just staring at it, knowing I need to get back, but I just did not have the energy. All right, so we're gonna hit cut. So now it's going to cut out our stencil, and then we will get into the fun part of doing our spread. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Alright, so we can unload our mat and move our machine out of the way. We do not need it anymore. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this off. And so the best way to do this without like completely curling it, I think, is like pulling your mat kind of away from it. I don't know. This is just my method. It's not scientific at all. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Okay, so now we have our stencil, and it's still not like the sturdiest thing ever, but I think it will work for the purpose of what we're trying to do today. All right, so now I'm gonna get out my pens and stuff, and of course, like, so the pens, so let me back up. So the pens that I'm using to get these like pink effects are these Tombow water-based pens. They look like this. They are by no means necessary. You could use highlighters. You can use like whatever you want. I just I just have no chill when it comes to like new hobbies. Like, okay, and actually I'm gonna say one thing. I know I say like a lot, and some people leave comments that they do not appreciate it, and I apologize, but it's just who I am, so I'm not gonna apologize. So like I was saying, these pens are not a necessity. You could use highlighters, you can use whatever you want. I just, like I was saying, I have no chill, so when I get new hobbies, I like just go insane and buy like everything that like other people are using. So I went and bought all these pens, but because they are expensive. But in my defense, the day that I bought them, Michael's was having a sale on them for like 20% off or something. They were like really, it was a good deal. So I just, I just went crazy. Okay, so let's start our March spread. So for the stencil, so here I'm going to leave this page blank because I'm going to just do some like fun doodling or something. So we have to figure out, I have to figure out how I want this done. Oh, and you know what else I need? I need a calendar up so I can get the days right, because sometimes I forget. So I'm just going to pull up a calendar on my computer so I can reference it. March 2020 calendar. Okay. So this is just for my reference. So how do I want to do this? Because March starts with a Sunday. So maybe I'll do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That works. Okay. Because I want to use up this whole thing. Okay. So to hold this in place, I'm just going to use this little binder clip thing. If you have something fancier or something that you would prefer to use, by all means, go right ahead. And like, honestly, even if I don't use this Bujo or if I don't like really get into it, it's just putting it together is so like relaxing. It's more like putting it together. I think I enjoy. So now I'm just going to go in with a pencil and just basically do all this fun stuff. And so when I first started getting into bullet journaling, well, first started getting into it, like I'm barely into it, honestly, but like, oh my gosh, the people on YouTube that do these, oh my God, theirs are like so beautiful and like fancy, and they like do all this themselves. They don't need stencils. It's amazing. So then I'll go back in with my pen. So this pen is what Auntie Tays sent me to use. It's I'm trying to like focus on it. Sharpie, just a Sharpie pen. Okay, I thought it would be a little more exciting than that. I was trying to see if there's oh, it's fine tip, so it's super fine. So now that I have my pencil, I'm gonna go back in with this pen. And I'd like to do pencil for the first one just to like kind of get my feet wet, but just to save time, when I do the next week, I'm going to just go in with the pen, just have the courage, so I don't have to like do it twice and then go in and do it all the eraser marks. I hope you guys like this new video. I have never done a bullet journaling video, but I am going to do a series on using Auntie Tays stuff for bullet journaling for her channel. I'm not sure when that's going to come out, but that is something that is in the works. Okay, so now we have our little template here. And honestly, another thing that bullet journaling has taught me is I really need to give up being a perfectionist, because like this little mark right here, I just like cringe at it, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It adds character. Everything's fine. So now where's my eraser? Well, oh well. Okay, so this will be like week 1 of March. So now I'm going to turn the page. And I think what I'm going to do is so Saturday. All right, so I'm going to flip the stencil. So the big box is going to be over here, and then on this side, it'll be like this. And that's just like my personal preference. You could do whatever you want. So I'm going to just continue doing the same thing. Clip it. And now I'm just going to go in with the pen and just hope for the best. So and like I said, if you want to like double up to make these a little sturdier, you can. It's completely up to you. Or if you want to use like craft plastic, that would also probably be a good option. But actually, I don't know how good of an option it would be because it's clear. So I don't know. This works for me though, honestly, just for like what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to keep making my templates, and then I'll go in and fill them in. All right, so now is the fun part. Now that we have all of our templates done, where we can write in what we want to write. So, let's see. How did I do February? So I think what I want to do here is I want to start out I'm gonna just, and again, this is like however you want to do it. I'm just gonna do some boxes. MARCH. So I'm going to do March. And then here I'm going to do...
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, Siri thought I was talking to her. I'm going to do...
I don't know what you mean by.
Oh my God, leave me alone, lady. I'm going to say week. And then I'm going to do week 1. Week 1. And then we have our dates. So for my dates, I'm going to put them in these top right corners. All right, and so March starts, and I'm doing all this in pencil first, and then I'll go back and pen. So March starts with a Sunday. So I'm just gonna write, let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's do... I'm just gonna put a small box like this, and I'm just gonna do Sunday in all caps. So then I'm just gonna keep doing that as I go down. Monday. Does anyone else sound out Wednesday? Wednesday. That's literally how I say it in my head. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. All right, so I'm gonna pop in my numbers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I love this template because this makes me look like I'm super like fancy and clean, and really I just use a stencil, so I love it. So these boxes down here, these are like 2 things that how I interpret it is like I could put whatever I want there. So for me, what works for me, what something I do every single week that I always like write in the notes of my phone, or I have a list for it, is dinners. Oh geez, sorry. Dinners for the week. I am like super big into meal prepping, and if I don't meal prep or if I don't have a plan, I just like lose my mind. So down here, this bigger box is what I'm gonna do for dinners. So I'm just gonna do, let's see. I'm gonna do, okay, there's just enough little boxes. No, that's not gonna work. I need to find my stapler, or my stapler, my eraser. Hold on. Ow. Oh, here it is. Found it. Oh my God. So it wasn't gonna work as I had thought. So I'm just gonna do so some cursive dinners with a little line underneath it. And then I'm just gonna do do I have enough room here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Actually, I think I'll start because like Friday I'm not ever super concerned about, so but to start the week maybe I'll do sun, mun. Mainly I just need like the weekdays. Thursday. And then I'll do Friday and Saturday. Just, no, I don't like that either. And then Saturday is just a free-for-all. How about that? Okay, and then over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say I'm gonna have this be, I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna do 2 do's. So like this will be the things I need to do this week. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go over it all with my pen, and then I'll do all my erasers now that I found my eraser. All right, so now that this spread is done, I'm going to make sure everything's pretty much dry and just go back with my eraser to get rid of all the pencil. And so just during this part, if you're doing this, just like see, I just like grab the page. I try not to like wrinkle the pages, so just going over them, kind of holding them as I do this. And so for the remainder of these, I'm not going to use a pencil just because it just takes too long. I crinkled it, darn it. All right, so we have our week 1 crinkled page and all. So now what I'm gonna do is so I have my monthly up here. So I'm trying to like match the color. So like this is my March. Obviously February did not do a whole lot. So I'm gonna use this light teal as like the accent color. So I think it's this one. Yeah. So for this part, I mean, this is like whatever you want to do, like whatever feels right to you. So I'm just gonna, these pens are so awesome though. Like I know I said you don't need to go buy them, and you definitely don't, but they just like add so much to it, I feel like. So All right, so that is our March spread. I feel like I need to do something up here, so I'm just gonna go over the letters. So that is our March spread. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do all these pages. So I hope that you guys thought this was fun. I know it's like super different. Oh, I need to do my doodle on this side. Okay, what are we gonna do? Oops. All right, so that is my March spread. Super fun and St. Patrick's Day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little different craft scraps video. If you did, just leave me a comment, let me know. And as always, happy crafting and happy almost March.